Oh, hi. What's going on, VC? Welcome back. This is Hub Tunes. I am Mike. We're going to start a new series. Last year, I did a series, the Rock and Roll Birthdays. Everyone seemed to like it. I thought it was silly, but it was fun. And like I said, people liked it and watched it. But I didn't want to do that 2 years in a row, the Rock and Roll Birthdays, because I'd end up showing stuff that I had already shown. Came up with an idea. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Maybe I probably should have put more thought into this. But I'm going to show three records from one artist. They don't necessarily have to be in the same order or consecutive. They don't necessarily have to be good. They could be bad. One could be good. One could be bad. But I want to start off with a band that I'm not real big on. I think because you're probably like, why the fuck are you showing their records, Mike? Because I think their first three records are super important and are absolutely spectacular. After their first three, they lose me. And I think a lot of it has to do with the amount of radio airplay that several of their records got. They came out in an era where I was listening to FM radio constantly in my car because I didn't have a CD player, or we'd listen to them at the beach when we were there. They were always on the radio. The videos everywhere. The MTV, was all over. You couldn't go anywhere in the 80s and not hear this band. And I think that probably soured me on a lot of their material. I know people are going to comment and say, you have to hear this album, you have to hear that album. I've heard all their albums. They don't interest me. So, there's a smattering of songs every once in a while that do interest me, but I don't buy their records. I just don't. But man, their first three records are spectacular, and I'm talking about U2. This is Boy. Man, when these records came out, I was floored. I had never heard anything. This sound was so new and refreshing, and Edge's guitar work was so interesting, and I love the bass work on this record. Everything about this. Adam Clayton's bass work is phenomenal on this record. All three of the records I'm about to show are absolutely fantastic. I Will Follow, Twilight, Into the Heart, Out of Control is, God, what a great song. Stories for Boys, wonderful song to open the second side with. Another Time, Another Place, The Electric Company, which would be a staple of theirs live. I did see them live once. It was probably the Unforgettable Fire tour. It was not the Joshua Tree, and that's where I lost all interest in this band. But man, you got Bono the singer, you got Larry the drummer, Adam Clayton on bass, The Edge on guitar. Just an ensemble. These four guys absolutely nail this record. It is so damn good. 1980 on Island Records. I mean, you guys, if people who remember when these records came out, will probably understand how unique and interesting this band really was. I mean, and I don't want to say groundbreaking, but man, they were groundbreaking. And they had this sound that was all their own. And now it seems like every band in the world sounds like U2. I heard a Coldplay song. I didn't know it was Coldplay. I was somewhere and I was like, this is a new U2 song? It sounded exactly like U2, but it was Coldplay. And that was another band. Their first two records blew my mind, absolutely blew my mind. Especially the debut with Yellow and Trouble. I mean, my partner loves the second record, the one with the scientist, and which is a great record too. But man, I remember seeing Coldplay on Letterman, and it was like their national debut on TV, and it was the debut album, and they played like Trouble and I think maybe Yellow also, and maybe one other song, and I was stunned. I was blown away. I think they were just a trio. There was just three of them on stage. I was blown away. That's another band where like their debut and the first couple of records, and then everything changed for it. I don't listen to the Coldplay. I couldn't name a Coldplay song. I thought they were U2. Just does nothing for me whatsoever. After the next one, after Boy, is October. Now, I kind of slept on this one when it came out. I was blown away. I remember not getting it right away. I didn't buy it right away. I think it was actually right before War came out that I ended up picking this up. Another really, really good record. The sound of his guitar work is so fresh and exciting on here. It absolutely blows me away. I was just listening to this, getting ready to do this, and Jesus, what a Gloria, I Fall Down, Through a Window, Rejoice, Fire, just really, really interesting stuff. And man, I do like Boy better. Boy would definitely be my choice between these two, but another solid record. I really, really good. A little more piano on here. I don't believe we had any piano on Boy. This one has some piano. I don't know who, it might be Bono who actually plays the piano on here. Really, really good. I just, excellent stuff. And then the one that just put them over the top in the U.S., and that is War, New Year's Day, what else is on here? New Year's Day, Sunday Bloody Sunday, Seconds. I love Seconds. Seconds is such a great song. Surrender, Drowning Man, Like a Song. This is an absolutely spectacular record, and I don't think there was any looking back for them after they released this. Huge. To become one of the biggest bands in the world for the next 40 years. It's probably been longer. I mean, what a band and what a career that these guys put together. Unbelievable record. Again, the freshness of the Edge's guitar work is so cool, and his drumming is absolutely wonderful. And I just read that he's not going to tour anymore with them, which is a shame. And he's getting old and he's having some health issues, I guess. His drumming makes this band, especially these first three records, just great stuff. A shame he's not going to be in the band. He is going to be on records, I guess, but he is not going to be in the touring ensemble anymore. So yeah, and then after this came, what was it, Unforgettable Fire, when that had the huge single on it. I forget the name of it. In the Name of Love. And again, massive, huge hit single. I like that record. It's got some stuff on it. I actually listened to it. I do own it, and I did listen to it. Just to refresh my memory, it's good. It's got some good stuff on there. I could probably include this but that's not the title of this video. It's just 3 records. And then of course Joshua Tree hits after that, and that, every song on that was on MTV. Every song was on the radio. You couldn't go anywhere and not hear U2, and it really turned me off. There's some okay songs on there, and I liked Rattle and Hum. There were a couple of good songs on there, and then I couldn't even name any of their records after that. I know there's one called One, maybe. I don't know. Zootopia. So no interest, but man, these first 3 records absolutely changed rock music. Really, really impressive, and they still sound great to this day. That's what really, really impressed me the most when I was listening to these 3, getting ready to do this video. They're fresh and exciting still to this day. They sound so good. They were produced great. They were recorded great. Their musicians are absolutely spectacular. I think it's Steve Lillywhite who, I could be wrong, Steve Lillywhite was the producer on Boy. Let's see if I think Steve Lillywhite did most of their early stuff. I could be wrong. I don't even see it. Yeah, Steve Lillywhite, producer. Yeah. And let's see if he did War also. What a wonderful, underrated producer he was. Really, really underrated. Yeah, Steve Lillywhite. So yeah, he is the producer on record for these, and what a spectacular job he did, because they still sound absolutely fresh and exciting to this day. I highly recommend the first 3 U2 records. You guys, thanks for watching the new series. Probably gonna do it every couple weeks. I don't know. We'll see. I'm enjoying only doing 1 video a week. I know that was my New Year's resolution. I do have a couple of concert reviews coming up, so I might just mix those in as a second video during the week. So going to see, who am I going to see? I have a concert coming up. I don't even know who the hell it is. But so I'm going to resume the concert reviews and vinyl finds and whatever else comes along. So you guys, thanks for watching. Greatly appreciate you guys subbing and liking and spreading the word, just talking about my channel. I've had a couple of people give me shout outs. Thank you. It's how we grow our channels in the VC and get people watching, get eyes. I just, you know, I greatly appreciate it. So you guys stay well, and questions, comments, snide remarks, of course, down in the comments. I know you're all gonna, I'm gonna get some shit for this video, because everyone has their favorite U2 record, and they're usually ones I have no interest in. So talk to you soon. Bye.